where CNN, the Diyala River Valley.
Now, as promised, more about India's independence celebrations. The 60th anniversary of independence from British rule was being celebrated today, Wednesday, with events and ceremonies right around the country. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh said in a national address to the country that it needs to work harder to fight poverty, ignorance and disease. He said that Asia's fastest growing economy could not afford to have hungry children in its own backyard. And he warned that the benefits of economic growth should not accrue only to a few. Well, India and Pakistan have been celebrating their independence from Britain within a day of one another. Pakistan's observances began yesterday. And to look at how far both nations have come in 60 years, I'm joined now by Rami, the chairman of the Pakistan, India and UK Friendship Forum. Welcome to Business International. Good to have you with us. Thank you for having me. The forum itself is holding a joint celebration of independence tomorrow here in London. And am I right in saying that this is the first time since independence that there has been a joint celebration?
Indeed, this is the first time two brothers will celebrate their joint Independence Day after they became independent 60 years ago. So this itself is a milestone that just shows that the world has changed, and with this, our aspiration and our attitudes have changed. So what we like to see is now to put past behind us and move on and leave a new legacy for our next generation, so they don't have to carry the baggage which we have carried for 60 years.
And how do the two communities living in Britain actually get on? What are relations currently like?
Oh, it's very good because, you know, we have common language, common history, common roots, common food, common sense of humor, so we get on very well. But unfortunately, because in increased globalization, what takes place in India, Pakistan, bound to affect us here. And this is what we want to say. Let's start. We have very little control what goes on in India or Pakistan because the politicians decide. But at least in Britain, because we are large number of Pakistani and Indian settled here. There are Pakistani doctor, Indian doctor, teacher. We are interdependent. Now, how we deal with each other bound to affect the society as a whole. And you know, you have 4 million people not having a good relationship with each other cannot be good for Britain. So in order to improve the community cohesion in this country, it is very important that we change our attitude and then change the result.
And what of the celebration that you're holding tomorrow? Some very high-profile names attending. You'll also be giving out some diversity awards to people who've promoted religious and racial tolerance in society.
Indeed, indeed. It's very important that we bring those people to the forefront who have worked for many years, who are visionary, who saw that tolerance and integration and working together is a way forward for the good of mankind and good of us all. So we will be honoring few people who have worked tirelessly in Britain in bringing two communities together. So, and this, as you say, it's a very high-profile event. It's been televised live by many television, including mainstream televisions, and also many top politicians are attending this event.
Talking of working tirelessly, you've enjoyed a highly successful business career from very humble beginnings. When you came to Britain, you had very little. How has your view of Pakistan changed over the years as you've gone higher up the chain in business?
My history is I was born in Pakistan, and my father was killed during partition. And one minute we were living in a country which we considered our own, and suddenly we became refugees, and we came on a refugee train to India. And this is 60 years on. I'm very pleased to say that even back home, there are joint, you know, the trade and tourism is improving, and attitude in this country is also improving because, you know, many old guards are no longer there who have these unfortunate memories. So the next generation will improve, you know, bring different, you know, prospectus to our relationship, because it's one day we will be as close as you are now to Germany or to Japan. So I'm very optimistic that this is the beginning of something very important.
We wish you and the forum every success. Have a great celebration tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in to tell us about it.
Thank you.
Still to come, here on Business International, Heathrow Airport's owners are at loggerheads with environmentalists and residents who are fighting expansion.